this is probably the last video I will make about the fire stuff, unless there's legal action, and then I'll probably give you an update for that as well. Um, but I did find a place. I did move a place. It was a bit of an ordeal. In the last video, I mentioned that I am running for Congress, and part of the policy is motivated by this experience and my general experience with housing writ large through my life. The housing policies in the U.S. is very bad, and housing is very unstable. And you might hear some people calling for a fix by just building more houses, and that's fine. I'm not against building more houses, but since I am from the good old St. Petersburg, where many of these city council members, and county commission, and a lot of state reps are prevented from doing anything on housing because their biggest donors are real estate developers and property managers, I know that that's a half solution at best, because usually what happens is we get big high rises, which people will complain about. It's blocking out their view, reducing the property values. And personally, those aren't things that keep me from supporting building, but it's what keeps other people from supporting building. But a lot of times, those big high rises aren't even filled with the people that we were promised they'd be filled with. The low income people who are struggling to find secure housing, maybe unhoused, maybe housed in a place with too few rooms, maybe housed in a place that's, their neighbor's couch or their best friend's basement. Not in Florida, but if you're up here in Maryland, where there actually are basements or attics and such. Um, I say that to say the application process was difficult because a lot of people were checking to see if you had ongoing litigation, which I do, and if you've been evicted. I've never been evicted, and things of that nature. But this keeps a lot of people from being able to get into housing, and you have to have three times income. Or if you don't have that, then you have to, maybe have a signed statement or from someone, or a guarantor or a co-signer. And now in the 21st century, there are businesses and stuff that can sometimes fill that need, sometimes at huge costs. So if you have cash, you can't get around all the requirements, fortunately or unfortunately. But yeah, it's just not great. It's not a great system. It's a mess, but I will show you what I'm here. So I have not packed yet or unpacked yet, but there's enough rooms and bathrooms and such for everyone. I have a place to make videos and sleep and eat. I will eventually have something in the freezer, refrigerator, and return normal. So I'm showing you that to show you I actually do have a place, and B, to show you I didn't go to the casino with your money. Though I guess you wouldn't be able to tell that from the video anyways, unless there's piles of cash on the table. So I guess you'll just have to trust me. And also, if you want to send me more money, specifically for the campaign, could always use that as well. I would like to do full-time campaigning in April and May if I can, but that would take some more donations coming in. Right now, I am still splitting my time between making content and doing Uber Eats and writing. And I'll continue writing either way. It's a long-term investment. I'm almost done with a book. I hope to send out to a publisher sometime before the end of the year. But I need to finish it this month, and then rework the drafts and such, and do all the writing things. And I'm proud of it. And I won't tell you all about it right now, but it is a dystopia, and it's a dystopia in a flavor that seems different enough to still be able to relax in, but take lessons from. At least, parts of it. Parts of it will be like, I thought this was supposed to be an alternate future, but I digress. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a housing update. The people here where I'm staying, which eventually you'll probably be able to Google anyways, because I'll have to change my information over for all the election stuff. Just don't come rob me. But the people here are lovely, and were very helpful and very amenable to my kind of unique circumstance. At my last place, I moved in, and I did have 3 times the income, a little bit higher actually. I moved at a place where now it didn't work out, so take what I'm saying with a grain of salt, and as proof that responsibility isn't everything. I didn't move suddenly. I only had a couple weeks to a month and a half to actually secure a place. And I did that, and I wanted to be close enough to be able to take my kids to school and pick them up from school at least part of the week. As me and my wife worked out a custody agreement that worked for us. And I wanted to be close enough to the highway and stuff to get to and from my then job at Feeding America, which was in DC, pretty close to the White House at Farragut. And so it was kind of a drive, but there's also a metro, and so I had some options. So all that to say, I picked somewhere that was a little bit cheaper than what I probably could have afforded. I probably could have afforded somewhere that was between $2,000 a month and $2,400 a month, and that would have been at the top end of the budget. But instead, I moved in somewhere that was around $1,700 a month, and it covered utilities, had parking with some major caveats. My car got towed 5 times while living there, even though I was legally allowed to live there. So you you might hear some of these stories and see why my policies are what my policies are. But yeah, other than how it ended out, the actual space was fine. I had a lot of problems while I was there, but that was mostly due to the management's very slow reaction to fixing problems, and their negligence is probably what caused the housing fire. But anyways, I moved to somewhere that's a little bit pricier, but pretty close to what I was paying, and I do have to pay utilities, and it's a little bit more crowded. There's more neighbors at this location, and the other place was a condo unit, and so half the people didn't live there half the year anyway. But that's okay. I like neighbors. I'm okay with some noise. It'll be fun meeting new people, and obviously during this season, being around a bunch of people who can vote for me, might not be the worst thing. So, anyways, there's a slightly lengthy update, and if none of this information is useful to you, that's fine. I won't know. You don't have to comment on the video or anything. But if you want to find out more information about the campaign, because again, I'm probably not going to make more of these unless there's further legal action to report. Yeah. But if you want to find out more of the campaign stuff, then like, share, subscribe, follow me on the socials. The good thing about having a unique name or semi-unique name is it's pretty easy to Google. It's Khayre, Khye 1002 on Google, I think is that, or sorry, on YouTube, where this video probably will be, or Khayre HQ, or if you're going on any of the other socials, if you type in Khayre Edwards, it comes up with my personal Instagram and Facebook, and I think I deleted my Twitter, and LinkedIn. If you want the campaign specific stuff, Khayre for Congress, MD4 is the easiest way to find. But again, if you just type in Khayre Edwards on Google, quite a lot of things come up. Actually, it makes me look pretty good, and I'm told that I should lean into being impressive and doing cool things, but just being here and being this person, sometimes it feels weird to see it on the internet. Anyways, thanks.